Hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Monday, the 28th of July. We are here. Few days left in July. Premier League is 20 odd days away, so we are almost there. We are almost there to the big bang as Premier League should be kicking off, obviously. Arsenal are still in preseason. They're about to play Spurs soon in Hong Kong. Then they fly back to the Emirates Cup to play against Athletic Bilbao, against Villarreal. And we're going to see what is what. But, of course, in the all means of things, the main thing still remains. Transfer window is still open, people. And now lots of questions are being raised. Will Arsenal sign Eze? Is Eze joining Arsenal? Who will Arsenal sell? And will they sell anyone? Because at the moment, it is all going up in the air. It looks like there has been a massive U-turn in terms of selling. And that is a bit of a boring situation, at least for me personally, regarding Arsenal. And we're going to get into all that. There is some speculation that Gyokeres might start maybe against Spurs. He definitely is, but it looks like he's going to play against Spurs. Obviously, he's going to be reassessed before the game by medical staff and all this because he hasn't played since the season in Portugal ended. So we're definitely going to talk about all that. But just before we get into gear, smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. We are aiming for those 900 subscribers ASAP. And still the main goal is 1,000 subscribers before the Premier League kicks off. And of course, don't forget to leave your thoughts down the live chat so we can tackle them, discuss them, and just go from there. Big up Mubarak. Well, for Saliba acceptance of staying at Arsenal, of course, me to be very, very thrilled. Yeah, it looks that way. Saliba apparently has indicated he might sign a new deal soon. How soon remains to be seen, but that is the hope. That Saliba stays, basically everyone gets waved off in terms of Real Madrid and all this stuff. And based on the business we have done so far, I think it's encouraging for some bigger players who were maybe linked with moves away potentially to stay at Arsenal, given that we have signed Gyokeres, we might be signing Eze, we have signed few depth players and everything. It looks like it's a very encouraging sign. Obviously, Andrea Berta is at the wheel. It looks like he is going to extend Saliba's deal. He's going to extend Saka's deal. He already has extended Gabriel's deal and everything. So it is now looking, to some extent, very, very good. I'm not going to lie. Overall, it's looking very, very good. Then again, we still need more signings, which is not that great. Let's be real. Arteta given more than 200 million. What if additional two players, how can Arsenal can be affected in the terms of earning and expansion? To be honest, not too much. Because we were already, before the transfer window kicked off, we were about 160, something like that. We could have below PSR, so we could have easily spent about 200 million easily without any worries about PSR or FFP issues in general. So Arsenal, if they manage to sell, they're gonna again drop below that line, so they can maybe go back in the market once again. So there is hope that Arsenal maybe can muster up some sales and at the end of the day sign at least one more player. Personally, I would expect Arsenal to sign Eze and then maybe later on in the window, maybe during deadline day or the last week of the window, sign someone else. Will we do that? I'm not too sure. Genuinely not too sure, but there is always the hope. Let's just put it that way. Big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Just subbed. I'm one of the rich subscribers. Big up to you. Big up, Rich, as well, by the way. I'm Liverpool fan, but the only sub to real honest fans like you and others. Big up to you. Big up, Chris. Big up, Chris. Hope you had a fantastic day. Big up, Andre. Big up, Dre. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Is this news on Eze concrete that said we are actually going to make a move for him? Go figure. Genuinely go figure, because Fabrizio Romano talked about it yesterday, tweeted yesterday, that there have been no offers from Arsenal. Arsenal haven't done anything in terms of being proactive in those terms. At the same time, there are other reports from maybe not tier 1, but maybe tier 55,000, right? Suggesting that Arsenal already have agreed a deal. So it's nothing of that is right, because it feels like even Fabrizio Romano, who has lost quite a bit of credibility these days, let's be real, even Ornstein, hand of Arsenal, that's a different story, but at least in this window. But overall, they kind of get the news few days too late. Genuinely, they get the news few days too late. At least that's what it feels like. And for one person as well, it's kind of hard to follow everything up. Big up, BBK. Hope you're doing well today. Eze is a must. Eze is a must without shadow of a doubt. And even then, we are short. We still need a left wing, despite signing Eze, because for me, Eze is a 10. And we need a left back, because we already have seen Calafiori go down injured, getting subbed off. There are reports suggesting that's another dollar into what its face. Eros says DC United funds and everything, that he's fine. Apparently, he is fine himself. So it looks like it's nothing serious. Then again, getting injured already, even indication. Long term, it's not a great thing. It genuinely is not a great thing. Chris is a real one. Big up, Chris. Big up, Chris. Big up. Thank you for your sub. Thank you for the likes. Like and subscribe, people. And go subscribe to BBK Sports as well. Hope recovery is also going well for you, my man. Gyokeres is great signing. Yeah, 100%. Shame AFTV have to ruin his announcement with cringiness. Oh, dude, I don't want to get into that video. Gyokeres only good signing if you apply to his strengths. Exactly. And that, for me, is the biggest thing about right now about signing even Gyokeres. And to be honest, it didn't even matter what striker we signed. It all now depends solely on Mikel Arteta. Yes, it also partially depends on players surrounding him. Saka, Odegaard, whoever's going to play left wing, number 8, and all this stuff. But mostly it all lies on Mikel Arteta. Because we have never seen him coach an out-and-out number 9. First things first, let's be real. Never. At City or at Arsenal. Only number 9s he has had. He has made them play left wing and left wing back. In Aubameyang, we had Lacazette. He played number 6 half the time. So we don't know how Mikel Arteta will approach this. And also, we have seen also this multiple times that Mikel Arteta doesn't adjust the system to fit the player. He adjusts the player to fit his system. So lots of questions to be answered. Obviously, it could all be instantly erased. If we go into the season, even in preseason against Bilbao and against the Villarreal, he goes, Gyokeres is up top, he bags 2 goals against Bilbao, 2 goals against Villarreal, we go to Old Trafford, he bags a goal, we win, and it starts a snowball effect. Lots of stuff will be forgotten, let's be real. At the same time, still right now, there is more questions than answers regarding striker situation at Arsenal. Why we had to wait 3.5 years since Aubameyang left to get a proper out-and-out number 9? Why we haven't signed an out-and-out number 9? Why Gyokeres is the first proper number 9 we have signed in 7.5 years? And that was the last time we signed one, aka Aubameyang. And even that was forced, let's be real, because Alexis Sanchez got traded, literally traded, NBA situation, traded pretty much, to Manchester United. So lots of questions, lots of answers being waited. And the sad part is, the more answers we're going to get, even more questions will be raised. Until we get answers to them during games, during the gameplay, during results, and during the season. So obviously, time only will tell how that is going to go. Big up, Wahaha. Hope you're doing well. Big up, Wahaha. It looks like you might be signing, what's its face, Sesko or Jackson. So good luck with that. I'm not going to lie. Big up, Gavin. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. The summer sale rumors is bad news. You need to get rid of that deadwood. 100%. We need to get rid of the deadwood ASAP. Not maybe even in terms of just to get rid of them, but also in the terms of potentially signing someone else. Because if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal kind of are at a limit of registering new players. Apparently, we need to sell some foreign players to sign someone, or we need to sell some English players to sign some. There is something circulating regarding that, and that is a big worry. And then I have to go today on social media and basically see stuff like this, genuinely see stuff like this. I saw stuff like this, and it really pissed me off. andZinchenko apparently had specifically asked to leave Arsenal this summer. But he was convinced to stay by Mikel Arteta himself. It looks like he saw that Calafiori got injured in the second preseason game. Oh, Zinchenko must stay. It feels that way. But it doesn't stop there. Here we go. Arsenal are expected to reject any offers for Zinchenko or Leandro Trossard this summer and keep the pair, which is already spelling lots and lots of trouble in terms of signing new players. because obviously there are lots of rumors circulating that we need to sell to buy, which I don't want to believe, but it's starting to feel that way very heavily, I'm not gonna lie. And now it's a big worry. Big worry. Now, the one thing I would, to be honest, expect someone actually to put a bid on them. I want to see how Arsenal react if, let's just say, Trossard. Arsenal say they want to keep him, and someone comes in with a 30 million offer. What will Arsenal do? Zinchenko. Someone comes in also, 25, 30 million offer. What will Arsenal do? Because no matter how you look at it, there were reports suggesting that Arsenal value Trossard at 20 million, Zinchenko at 20, 25 million. If someone comes in later in the window, as the time is pressing them, and offers over the top money, what will Arsenal do? Will they accept the offer? Will they see deemable enough to accept the offer? And will they see enough time to go back in the market potentially and sign another player? Like, those are the questions I'm now starting to think about. They are starting to circulate my mind, and I'm not gonna lie, it is quite worrying to say the least. Like Jesus as well, it doesn't look like he might be leaving. Jesus is coming back October, November, at around that time, right? And it will be very hard sale to pull off, if even possible, till January. If not, next summer. So that is the big worry. And of course, Arteta said he wants to sign someone else. So let's see how that is gonna go. Genuinely, how that is gonna go. Joelinton being blamed now for the Calafiori injury as well. He was wrecking ball in that game. Yeah, he was a wrecking ball that game. But did you expect anything less? It's Newcastle. It's Arsenal. We're playing a Premier League opponent, a team that's gonna throw us challenge, no matter you want to believe it or not, for top 4 at the moment, at least. No matter how it's looking right now, because I still think Newcastle are gonna get the job done. Let's be real. So if anyone expected anything less than them being physical, high press, tackles straight into the bone, I don't know what should have you expected. Max Dauman got the same treatment. He just danced around him and got a penalty. Big up Darren. If Dauman is our Yamal, could they put Saka on the left with the Workman Dauman on the left? Like, that for me is also a very interesting argument right now. I'm starting to consider these situations that maybe if we don't sign a left wing, maybe we can put Saka there, although I think Arteta doesn't want to ruin that Odegaard, Saka, White or Timber trio on the right. So maybe we can put Dauman on the left. Then again, Dauman is left-footed, and we all know that Mikel Arteta wants a right-footed player on the left and a left-footed player on the right. So it all the time raises more questions than answers, because I've been screaming for this for about 2 seasons in a row already. For Arsenal, even mid-games, to swap wings around, throw a curveball at the opponents when the plan A, so-called, doesn't work. Because everyone mostly expects Martinelli to cut in, Saka to cut in. How about you swap the wings, and now the strong foot of each player is on the outside? Both of those players have somewhat decent weak foot as well. So now you have the option to go down the line or to cut in. Let's be real. So that would actually help Arsenal in those terms. So go figure. Genuinely go figure. Hopefully we can sign an Eze and a good left wing. Exactly. I am in the same boat. Then again, we have signed Noni Madueke. And for 52 million, I don't think he's going to be a bench player, though. You said you still need a left wing. You got him. Nope. If you think Madueke, no, yeah. I hope Liverpool will be the Madrid of last year and we are Barca of the last year. Would be nice. Genuinely would be nice, because Barcelona absolutely annihilated Real Madrid last season. Would be very nice, especially given the fact that we haven't won at Anfield for 13 years, since 2012. Like, that is a big thing. What trophies could we win this year, do you think? At best, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I still believe our squad is not good enough to win Premier League or Champions League. If we sign a left wing, we get Eze, and on our left back, we can throw our hat in that discussion. But at the moment, it doesn't feel that way. In my opinion, Arteta should have been sacked after 22-23 season. That's the season we finished 2 points behind Man City. You are third biggest club in England and won nothing since 2020 and spent 800 million onwards, far too long without a trophy. Facts. Let's be real. It's absolute facts. Arteta should be gone already then. He has now spent nearly $1 billion. $1 billion. Oh, we all know that Lil Wayne song, and all that stuff. Arteta is $1 billion. And we are not far off to being called billion-dollar ball jobs. Speaking of billion-dollar ball jobs, big up Yessa, Chelsea fan. We cannot call them that anymore. They have spent like 1.6 billion, something like that. But they have won Club World Cup. They have won Conference League. They're definitely going to be up there in top 4. Maybe they might be for some time even in the title race for the first part of the season. For how long, who knows? They're way too inconsistent at the moment. Plus, they still need a goalkeeper, another center back. Maybe you could argue they need another midfielder. Maybe. But overall, yeah. Big up Yasser, by the way. Go subscribe to Yasser as well, people. And like the stream, like this stream, and subscribe to this stream as well. I swear if Zinchenko goes for 10 million, I'll crash out of Martinelli. We all know that Arsenal don't sell well. Oxlade-Chamberlain arguably is still our most highest rated sale. It's not looking good. Hopefully with Berta that changes, obviously. Berta will sell. He has to Kroenkes. Don't leave any stone unturned. They will want their money back quick. Exactly. It's very weird, even if you look at Arsenal, that you would expect that winning breeds more winning. Winning breeds more money. Winning breeds more exposure. Trophies breed more exposure, bigger contracts of commercial deals, TV revenues, and stuff like that. But somehow Arsenal operates straight opposite of that. Oh, challenging is enough. Top 4 is enough. Oh, we are happy with that. We shouldn't. Genuinely, we should not. Let's be real. We should be winning stuff. We are third biggest club in England. Still. By trophies, by the way. We are third biggest club in England because of trophies. If it was PR, we probably would be on the top. Let's be real. But we are talking about trophies. And most of the trophies as well. FA Cups, let's be real. So we are there because of trophies. And at the moment, we are in a situation where most top Gooners say, well, Carabao Cup and FA Cup are cups beneath Arsenal. I heard that last season. We want only Champions League and Premier League. I'm sorry, what? Our whole basis is built on these FA Cup and Carabao Cups and all these things. How can you dismiss any cup in our situation where we have spent almost $1 billion and literally have dust bunnies to show for it? In which universe does that make sense? Which club, which big club would stand for it? You think Bayern Munich is going to stand for that? You think Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid even? Let's be real. They somehow have their own Arsene Wenger and Diego Simeone, but that's a different story. You think PSG stands for that? Juventus, AC Milan, Napoli, Inter Milan. Do you think they stand for that? No, they don't. You don't succeed? Peace out. I don't care. You're sacked. Next manager in. And they change and change until they get the winning formula. When that stops working, they build another formula. Somehow Arsenal is the only club of the big teams that accept failure to the maximum extent to some level. It makes zero sense. If Newcastle wanted to handicap Arsenal, they surely wouldn't have injured. Let's be real, yeah. That should be the least of their worries. No need to thank me for the sub, mate. Sub to some most honest Arsenal fans these days. I don't mind positive fans, but they never give any good reasons to be positive. I get it. I absolutely get it. Big up Yiga. Big up George. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully Eze to Arsenal soon. Eze is a 10 on the left wing. Exactly. We just know Arteta will ruin him on left wing. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Because Eze for me is a number 10. Through the middle, ball carrier, pass between the lines, last pass, long shots, and everything. Unexpected moments from him. If he goes to that left wing, I have a very, very scary feeling that Arteta is going to turn Eze into his own Jack Grealish. And we all saw how Jack Grealish looked at Aston Villa and how he looked obviously, at Man City. Now, if he turns him into Grealish from Man City and we win trophies, nobody's going to give a damn. But this manager doesn't have any track record, let's be real, of winning trophies whatsoever. He doesn't have track record of developing players, making players grow, make them better, work with them, because, well, he just doesn't. Most of the players have stayed the same or even regressed to some point. Saka is the only one who has kept his level. And why? Because he is that good. Because even if you compare Saka from 2-3 seasons ago to Saka we saw last season or season before, it's not the same. He doesn't take players anymore, 3, 4, 5 players. He now passes backwards, does the triangles. It's very static, very robotic. It's like we play with 11 AIs on the pitch, which is very, very, very frustrating and pissing me off to watch. This is frustrating why we keep them both. Their contracts expire next season. Trossard is on 90 grand, Zini is on 150. Exactly, 240 grand a week. $250,000. Now we need to sell fringe players. Nelson on loan. Nelson also is going out on loan. Maybe obligation to buy, maybe option to buy, who knows. But we need to sell these guys. Nelson is on 100 grand a week. 100 grand a week. Genuinely feels like he got that contract only because he scored that one goal against Bournemouth at stroke of game to make us win it. Like, seriously, that's what he's still living off. Lokonga not played yet. Exactly. He went out on loan to Crystal Palace. Didn't work. Went out to loan onto Luton Town. Didn't work. They didn't want him. He went out on loan to Sevilla. They didn't want him as well. Like, which club is going to buy him? And do you think we're going to get back our 17 million pounds that we paid for him? No chance in hell. No chance in hell. And even if you look at Lokonga's last 2 seasons, if you look at his injury record, it's all hamstrings. Yes, it's not maybe grade 3 hamstrings, but it's hamstrings nonetheless that kept him out for a few months, for a few weeks, and stuff like that. It's actually insane. I meant Garnachas. Hey, you can keep him. Sell him to Chelsea. Yes, I will take him with open arms. Slap the likes, people, by the way. Like and subscribe, people. Your squad should have done way better in the cup competitions the past years, but I agree on your squad. Still not enough for the big two. No, exactly. We should be. If you cannot win the big trophies, go for the cups at least. So you have something to show for it. Because this team, as a whole, as a unit, hasn't won anything. So they don't know what it is like to win a trophy. They don't know what it's like to experience even the pain of losing a final together, which means they don't have any inspiration to some extent to take that motivation from the pain that they lost in the final, the excitement to take when they won the final, and apply it to the next competition they are in. Arsenal somehow are doing this backwards. We first things first disregard the cups, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and then they go for the big ones. But let's be real. If you cannot get the big ones, focus on the smaller ones at least. Like, show us something that these 6 years, nearly $1 billion spent, hasn't been all for nothing. Because the only trophy Arteta has won was with Wenger/Emery's team. He played three at the back at the time. Well, 5 at the back. Depends how you look at it, right? He won it with that formation and with those players. Since then, formation changed. Style changed about 3-4 times. He has binned off every single goddamn player pretty much besides Martinelli and Saka. And Saka didn't even play semi-final or a final. Martinelli didn't play final there as well. And has done nothing after all this money spent. Big up, people. Slap the likes. Go subscribe to Yasser as well. Big up, Rich. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Subscribe to Rich as well. Arsenal fan, everything. Got a laptop. Streams are popping off. Go subscribe to Rich. Show him some love. Big up, Everest. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not too hot right now. Big up, big up, big up. Like and subscribe, people. Listen to Everest and go subscribe to Everest as well. He's picking up streaming slowly but steadily. Diaz and Martinelli are similar players. We managed to sell Diaz to Bayern while Arsenal struggling to sell Martinelli. That sums the difference in our recruitment and yours. True, but isn't Diaz on like 70 grand a week or 85 grand a week? I think Diaz is on about 80 grand a week. Martinelli is on 180,000 a week. And there, to some extent, lies one of the biggest problems why we cannot sell him. His salary. And obviously, performances don't help, but mostly it's the salary. Because to actually manage to sell him, we have to lower our estimated value just so we can compensate the salary that other team is going to take up on, to some extent a loss. Let's be real. I hate the fact that Man United are catching up to us in FA Cups, and these top Gooners treat these trophies like it's pointless. Winning brings a winning mentality. Exactly. Facts. Great minds think alike, most wanted. Big up to you. Man United are one FA Cup away from us. One FA Cup away from us. Come on, man. Wake up, people. Smell the coffee, for F's sakes. Also, if you sign Eze, I thought they're going to make him track back, to which means more injuries. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be, and I'm pretty certain that this season we will see more injuries. It might be reoccurring injuries as well, by the way. But it's not a coincidence that last season we got injuries, grade 3 injuries, hamstrings, to quite a few of our players, like 3-4. And on top of that, if you didn't notice, our most durable players who pretty much never get injured got these injuries. Havertz, whether you like him or not, he got it. Saka, Odegaard screwed up his ankle. Gabriel, Rice with his injury. Odegaard as well. Like, come on, man. Come on, people. At some point, something has to give. After the 23-24 season, there was a stat where Arsenal players, the main ones like Saliba, Saka, Odegaard, and these men, by the time most of the players had played about 38 to 40 games from the other big teams, Arsenal players had played 45 to 50 games. 7-8 game difference. That is 630 to 720 minute difference. Where does that make any sense? Where genuinely does that make any sense? We have no rotation. But you would think that after all this money spent, we at least have something to rotate with. But hey, we don't. Ironically enough, we don't. Arteta looks at the bench. Oh, I have nothing. Oh, I have nothing left. And just goes from there. I swear all these massive salaries we're giving these players and managers to compete in one competition, league format. Not the other three. They played there for free, so why care? I get it. I'm looking at the Arsenal squad. You are only squad without a left back. Yeah, we don't have a left back anymore. We had one, which was Tierney, and he's gone. Besides that, Arteta has played every single position at left back, besides an actual left back. He played our left back and Tierney at left wing last season. Think about it that way. Because Skelly is a midfielder, Timber is a right back, Kivior is a center back, Calafiori is a center back, Zinchenko is a midfielder. And to top it all off, by the way, Chris, I think it was against you as well, by the way, there was a point in one game against you lot where we had 5 or 6 left backs, all of them on the pitch. Tierney, Zinchenko, Kivior, Calafiori, Miles Lewis Skelly. Just big up Pepper. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Yeah, our wages compared to yours, like comparing apples to oranges, it's mind-blowing. Exactly. I kind of get why your wages are low as well, because I would assume that you have reward system, bonuses. Let's just say Diaz, right? His salary, 85 grand a week, right? Compared to Martinelli's, that's 100 grand less. However, if Diaz wins Premier League, that's, let's just say, 300 grand bonus, right? 4 times bigger. There is some incentive to perform, to play, to win, to fight for everything. We just reward for good finishes in the league our players, which makes 0 sense. I think if Arteta did not lose that game against City in 22-23 4-1, we would have been playing bare that we would have won 2 titles. True, but let's be real. That was the game where before this game, Saliba got injured in the Europa League against Sporting. And we signed Kivior in January, and we didn't play Kivior. We played Rob Holding as a center back. Remember those days? And by the way, how comes Saliba gets injured, our team performance will go down the gutter that season, 22-23 season. And it has taken him 3 years till this summer to finally sign a goddamn backup for Saliba. I assume Mosquera is the backup, right? He has done it only right now. Where does that make sense? One of our main players, if he goes down, we had nothing behind him. We just got lucky. We rode the wave of luck to the maximum extent that he doesn't get injured. Let's be real. I remember 1 year ago on your stream, Jobo, we saw these injuries coming. Yeah, we were sitting here last year in the summer window and saying that our squad is too small and we're going to get injuries. We talked about the fact that don't be surprised if Saka goes down and he's out for an extended period of time. Don't be surprised if Gabriel goes down or players like that. Fast forward a few months, Saka is out. Even more. Fast forward 1 more month, Gabriel is out. And then you add on top of that Odegaard, Havertz, Calafiori, God knows how many times he got injured last season and everything. Like, it's insane. And to top it all off, just to show how lucky Mikel Arteta is, he put in Skelly at left back, and he looks like a genius because it worked. But that was sheer dumb luck. Zinchenko, he didn't want to play there. Kivior, he didn't want to play there because obviously he doesn't rate them as left backs anymore. So he put Skelly there. Well, he looked at it and said, well, what else do I have to do? Despite the fact that he had a perfectly good left back on the bench in Kieran Tierney. He still decided to play Skelly in front of him. And it worked. Good for him. Kinda. Because that makes him look like a genius right now. Same with Wanyeri. Same with not Emil Smith-Rowe. Same with Saliba and everything. He just got lucky after every single goddamn time when his back was against the wall. He threw shit at the wall and saw what's going to stick. And somehow everything that has stuck so far in these situations has bailed him out. I don't even think Arteta starts Eze over Odegaard. Oh, he's not, definitely. Odegaard is his love child. Look at how he's refusing to sub Havertz until the late in the game. Yeah, preseason game. Havertz comes back from injury. Oh, he's bulked up and everything. He trips over his own feet in preseason. Trips over standing ball. He gave an assist. Okay, cool. Good cross, own goal from... Who even scored that? I forgot. But yeah, okay, cool. But overall, his performance was awful. Let's be honest, it was shambolic. Like, and he gets subbed off the last. He plays 70-odd minutes. 79 minutes did he play that game? Until Max Daumann came on. Like, come on, people. Arteta has a compulsive buying disorder with Chelsea players. Yeah, Yasser is rubbing his hands. The taxman is just waiting till we go in for Nkunku. Madueke is a waste of money. That could have been proper winger on left. Yes, 100%. Okay, so Madueke, that's how low it is. Like, I'm not going to cuss Madueke. Do I agree with Madueke signing? No, I don't. Do I think he's the man for the job? Also, no, I don't. At the same time, when he plays, he puts on Arsenal shirt, I'm going to back him. If he pisses me off, he has an awful performance, we're going to be sitting here on the stream after the game, and I'm going to criticize him at the end of the day. It's not like I hate the person. I hate the guy. It's just I don't agree with the signing because that money could have been spent much better, more wisely, more important to address more important instances in the club, in the team, in the 11, in the squad in general. And we just didn't. Did you notice how quickly we coughed up 52 mil for Madueke? It was like that. Seriously, it was like Arteta rubbed the lamp, Genie flew out, and he asked, you have one wish, what do you wish? I don't know, guys. Let me think, guys. Light bulb. Ping! I want Madueke, guys. And Genie snapped his fingers, Madueke was here. Didn't take anything. There shouldn't be injuries when there's options for rotation every person. There shouldn't. If Arteta would have done it before, we wouldn't be in this situation. Arteta does not like to rotate, and that is the other issue. Big up Darren, by the way. That is another issue. He doesn't rotate. Arteta wants to have his first 11, which is set in stone pretty much, and then he has maybe 3 players he loves to sub all the freaking time, and maybe of those 3 players, 1 or 2 he can interchange for certain games. That's about it. He doesn't utilize his full squad. Remember last year on the bench when we looked at the games before the game, starting 11. Okay, cool. You look at the bench. We had 2 goalkeepers, 3-4 defenders, 1-2 midfielders, and then you have 1-2 attackers. And then when the game and during the game shit hits the fan, what he does, he takes off Timber, subs on Ben White. Takes off Ben White, subs on Timber. Takes off defensive player, takes off Skelly, puts on Calafiori. Takes off the one that shall not be named in CP5, puts on Jorginho. Like per like subs, and mostly defensive subs, not even attacking ones. Why? Because we have no attackers. Raheem Sterling, haha, lol. Let's be real. Butler or Yadeji didn't get a chance to play at striker. Like, come on, man. Tell me Newcastle to sell Isak to Liverpool. Oh, if that happens, you know. Big up DG2. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. We have to sign Eze at 10, yeah, and start him and Gyokeres first game of the season. Fact, we should. Will we? No chance. Timber, so Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Skelly, Rise of Mendy, Eze, Saka, Gyokeres, Vanieri. That could be very good starting 11. That would be very interesting how that could look. But we all know that starting 11 for those games is going to be Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel if he's back, Skelly, and also if Timber is back, Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Gyokeres, Saka, and, well, Martinelli, Madueke, who knows? One of Arteta's boyfriends is already in jeopardy. He's not going to allow another. Yeah, exactly. Arteta is so lucky but never translates into trophies. Facts. Timber and White have been backing up Saliba, though. Also, Tomiyasu, at least once Holding was out of the team. Although Timber been backing up 4 positions. Yeah, that's the thing. Ben White, well, Timber has been backing up left back, right back, center back when the push comes to shove and everything. Tomiyasu has never played, pretty much played 6 minutes last season. So what has he backed up? I have no idea, even though he was fantastic when he was on form and not injured, let's be real. But then again, availability and accountability to the best abilities, and he had, well, none of those. So he's gone. But now, again, it looks like Calafiori is the next Tomiyasu we have in the team, unfortunately. We should have signed Conceição or Lookman. Oh, facts. I would love to have Conceição at Arsenal, Lookman, Nusa, obviously Rodrigo, it goes without saying. There are options to sign. 65 million for Kvaratskhelia during January. Oh, but we don't want him. Why would we want him? We have Trossard, we have Martinelli, and all these guys. Big up Godfrey. Big up Godfrey. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Like and subscribe, people. Like the stream, subscribe if you're new. Did you know if Zini hits some incentives, he gets 50k bonus on his weekly wages up to 200 grand? That's the wages we put Gyokeres on. Holy mother of God. Genuinely holy mother of God. It is actually insane. And then, of course, I have to go on social media. And obviously, if Yessa is still here, he's going to love this. This is happening whilst Arsenal are actually doing nothing in the window. This is happening. Chelsea closing in on a deal to sign Gerald Hato from Ajax. They're also closing in on Javi Simmons, by the way. Agreement between Chelsea and Ajax yet to be reached, but getting near. Compromise expected in coming days. On price, above 40 million euros. So more or less the same amount we signed Jurriën Timber for. Personal terms in place for 19-year-old Netherlands defender. So that is the biggest thing. Was speaking about Yatso on the stream a few days ago about this. If they sign him, that's their center back / left wing back spots done. And they more or less need a goalkeeper, maybe, and afterwards they can go for something else. Like, they are doing what's necessary to do. Yes, it looks amusing when Chelsea signed about 50 players in one window. It feels like they're going for a shotgun type of approach. I see him, I want him, I got him in Ariana Grande 7-ring settings and all this stuff, you know. But at the same time, it has worked for them in the end. Plus, they can sell their hotels to themselves. They sell academy players, Dross players to Arsenal, let's be real, and they make the money back. So they are obviously below FFP, PSR, and all this stuff, and they're good to go. Like, it's actually insane if you come to think of it. Lineup should be Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Skelly, Zubimendi, Rice, Vanieri, Saka, Doman, and Gyokeres. Now, that is something I would love to see. That is something I would love to see. And also, that Zubimendi Rice midfield, I don't want 4-3-3. I want 4-2-3-1 double pivot. Because I think that gives Arsenal more advantages in the attack even. Vanieri on the left, Saka on the right, and Dauman... Saka on the left, Dauman on the right. Vanieri on the right, Saka on the left, and... I don't get it. Wait, what the hell? Vanieri down the 10. Vanieri down the 10, Saka on the left, Dauman on the right, and Gyokeres. Now, if we sign Eze, then Eze is going down through the middle for me 100%. Now they're doing a U-turn on Zini and Trossard. Rumors are they going to stay? Yeah. Exactly. And it's not just random out of nowhere. It's according to transfer.com and some other reports suggesting that Arsenal are one to keep them. Now, on the other hand, I would love for some teams to come in with an offer for those guys. And not at the valuation Arsenal see them at like 20, 25 million, but 5, 10 million over the valuation Arsenal value those players at. Let's just say Trossard, 20 million. 25, 30 million offer comes in. Zinchenko, 20, 25 million. 30, 35 million offer comes in. I want to see what the Arsenal are going to do then. Because if they decide not to sell then, they don't seize the opportunity. That will tell more everything you need to know about this club, their ambitions, their vision, and everything. Let's be real. According to Top Gooners, Hato to Arsenal was done last month. Yeah, apparently. Same goes for, like, okay, we signed Zubimendi, but Zubimendi has been done since what? January? Same like and everything. It's actually kind of nuts. Zubimendi is a good player, but only works in double pivot. Exactly, hence why I want that 4-2-3-1. So Rice is next to him to basically back him up. Because I'm getting a feeling that if we allow Zubimendi be in a lone 6, it could be very long days for Arsenal. We saw how United treated him with Casemiro. It was literally he got swallowed up, chewed up, and spat out like no tomorrow. And it could be a very reoccurring theme if we leave him alone for too much. Arteta is a coward. No way he starts Doman right wing. Well, that is true. To be honest, he envisions Saka as a right winger, so there is no chance that Doman is going to start there. But maybe he's going to rotate. I rated Trossard at Brighton until once again Arteta limited him. Shock horror. There's only good coming off bench for Arsenal. That is the thing. Trossard was fantastic in that 22-23 season when we signed him in January, because he was getting player of the month in March. I think he was assisting, he was scoring, he was carrying the team while we were still flying to some extent. After that, Mikel Arteta has changed the system 2-3 times, and he has disappeared, just like Martinelli. Because 22-23 season, we saw what Martinelli can be, or even better, what he could be. But since then, obviously, unfortunate injuries for Martinelli at the same time as Mikel Arteta has changed tactics 2-3 times. He has changed system 2-3 times. All that coincided, plus due to all that system change, Martinelli's confidence has been shot into the ground because he doesn't play with the same confidence. He misses chances he usually takes with his eyes closed and everything. Has totally annihilated him, and it is painful to watch at the moment. You guys worrying about Zubimendi too much. I'm right to be worrying about him because I have never seen him play in Premier League. Yes, I have seen him play in La Liga. I have seen him play for Spain. Personally, I don't judge players of the international games because for me that is very, very, let's just say, a coin toss where about, I would say, 7 times out of 10 you lose, right? La Liga as well, different animal and everything. I want to see him in Premier League. Play 10 games during the season, and then I can make my assessment. There's no denying that Zubimendi is a very good and very solid player. He's going to do good at Arsenal. It's just, for me, the question is, to what extent? Will Arsenal and the system will back him up? Or will it be, again, like Mikel Arteta has done it before? He's going to put him in the system, adjust the player to fit his system, which will help to exploit his weaknesses and show his weaknesses even more. Because for me personally, manager should put player in the system, adjust the system by elevating his strengths, hide his weaknesses. Then the player next to him also elevates his strengths, and by elevating this player's strengths, he hides other players' weaknesses. But somehow it looks like Mikel Arteta adjusts the player to fit his system, and everything is like for exposure at the end of the day. Zinchenko is a midfielder, as we saw with Ukraine. Facts, he's a number 8 or number 10. We saw he played 3 games, I think, in number 10 for Arsenal last season, and he already had better games than he has mostly had at left back overall. I don't rate him as a left back. He was a natural disaster, yeah. And he doesn't play left back for Ukraine because for Ukraine they have Mykolenko there, the Everton left back. He plays midfield. Is that just the inverted crap they want to do? I have Arsenal 3rd in my predictions. Are we going to do also a prediction stream? I would assume, so it's 28th right now. Season is going to start on the 16th, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, my back is killing me. 16th of August, right? 15th of August or 16th, right? So we're going to do a prediction stream next week, most likely on Friday, on the 8th of August or 9th, something around that, about a week before the season kicks off. I just don't fear Arsenal because of Arteta last season in December. One City were out of it was like, yeah, league is ours. They got Arteta. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Top Gooners can say as much as they want. Arsenal are scary, scintillating, dangerous, and all that crap. But let's be real, nobody is afraid of us at the end of the day. Nobody is afraid of us. 22-23, Trossard was on fire, facts. But Arteta wanted to please Jesus and dropped Trossard in an affected the front 3G and fell off and lost the league. Yeah, Arteta has no courage, exactly. He's very defensive-minded. Arteta still has the PTSD from that 22-23 season, which we have seen unfold in the 2 seasons that has followed, basically. Completely changed the system for more defensive control, not allowing anyone to have possession on opposing team, right? When shit hits the fan, he goes extra defensive, like subs defensively, and if something happens, he subs on even more defenders and takes midfielders, attackers off. We have seen it also before. So Arteta has massive PTSD from blowing an 8-point lead that season. Jesus is coming back from a long injury. Yeah, Arteta rushed him back and made him even worse. Big up football locker room banter. Big up. Hope you're doing well today. Not sure it's James or Shag, but big up to you. Go subscribe to football locker room banter as well. Also Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans having a channel, so go show them some love. Big up no one 789. Another United fan in the chat, by the way, together with Wahaha. Where is Arsenal's Rodrigo? Well, that's Noni Madueke in it. Noni Madueke, oi. Oi, Arsenal fans, I'm so gassed, looking forward for the season. Like, to be honest, I'm also looking forward to the season. And mostly because football is going to be back. I can watch, obviously, Premier League. I can watch La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Eredivisie, even Championship. I love watching different leagues. Just a shame that it might be a very long season if you're an Arsenal fan to some extent. Yeah, Gyokeres signing, that is phenomenal, and I'm over the moon with that. Hopefully, he actually plays. It looks like he actually might be playing on against Spurs, because Viktor Gyokeres has officially been added to Arsenal's squad for their preseason friendly against Spurs in Hong Kong. Arteta said yesterday the medical team would take a decision, as he hasn't played any football since obviously Portuguese league finished in the cup. But his debut might be pending in Hong Kong against Spurs. Whether it would be would he be starting or would he be coming off the bench, that is still left to be basically figured out. That is the biggest thing. But that actually would be a very nice start for him at Arsenal if he actually scored in his first North London derby. That actually would be fire, I'm not gonna lie. As an Arsenal player and everything, as excited he looks for scoring goals and he has knack of doing that, let's be real. That is something that would be quite fantastic. Now, some banter stuff regarding Arsenal, right? Some banter stuff regarding Arsenal. Some people will disagree, some people will agree. But this is something that really kind of triggered me a bit. I'm not going to lie. But Christian Mosquera walking past blacked out Premier League trophy on his first day at Arsenal training ground. Mikel Arteta had the trophy installed 4 years ago, people. And it will only light up once his team have won their first Premier League title in over 20 years. And this is how it looks like. There is a statue, there is a cutout in the wall that has not been lit up. Now, first things first, I get it. I get it why it is there, because I am a similar person. I have my goals I want to achieve on YouTube, in my life, and everything. I have them written down. They are in front of my face that I can achieve them. I have something to look forward to. I have something I envision myself doing and achieving, right? At the same time, looking how Arsenal have been the last few years, not sure that should be brought to people's attention these days, at least in everything, because that overall is, for me personally, not a great look in terms of Arsenal. That definitely is not a great look if you are an Arsenal fan, because that just gives extra ammunition for other fans just to banter us at the end of the day. I see that Wax has come back to Arsenal YouTube. Needs some Berta daily. Oh, Wax is back. I haven't seen him, by the way. Haven't watched him. Was he streaming today, or is he gonna stream tomorrow? Because I would love to go watch Wax stream again. This is so sad. What a blacked out trophy, dude. Don't even. He should black out the Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Ain't winning anything big. Yeah, big up, Hendon. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Like and subscribe, people. Hope everyone's feeling great. I hope you're doing great. Anything else? Anything else? Said he'd be bringing back live soon. Ooh, fantastic. I will have something to watch more. When was it? 11:30 a.m. UK time, Coffee Gang, and all that stuff. Wax Online Arsenal. Oh, here we go. Here we bloody go. Anyhow, thoughts on this, because this is not regarding Arsenal, but it kind of concerns Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of concerns Arsenal. Granit Xhaka is flying right now with his agent to join Sunderland on the medicals. Granit Xhaka has returned to Premier League. He's joining Sunderland. And let's be real, he's going to get standing ovation at the Emirates when he plays Arsenal. Hee hee, haha. Your thoughts on Granit Xhaka returning to Premier League? Big up, Marlon. Silhouette of Premier League trophy, how's that? It will never light up as long as Trossard is the manager. It feels that way. Genuinely, it feels that way. But yeah, Granit Xhaka is returning to Premier League. Who is excited about that? Who is excited to see Granit Xhaka once again? Woo! And all this stuff. I'm telling you, he's gonna get a standing ovation at Emirates. By the way, people, like and subscribe as well. Like and subscribe to the stream if you haven't already. Would much appreciate that. Like, let's see what else is new in footballing world. Luis Suarez has joined from Almeria. PSG are about to sign Chevalier, so it looks like Donnarumma might be leaving. Olympiacos signing Stefrazza. Marseille have signed... Oh my god! Paixão has gone to Olympique Marseille. Paixão has gone to Marseille. I thought he's going to go to Leeds United. Paixão, the Feyenoord left winger from Brazil, he's going to Marseille. Interesting. Xhaka versus Newcastle, we will be there. Big up, Oaxaca, big up. I bet Arsenal fans will want to buy one of Sunderland wingers heading into the next season. Oh, they're going to get half and half scarves and everything. Like, let's be real. Xhaka going to gaslight the fan base on overrating another winger. Oh. What else is new? Skriniar to what's its face? Fenerbahce. Okay, cool. Anything else? Anything new? Anything regarding Arsenal these days? Have we done anything? Genuinely, have we done anything in the transfer window as of now? Since announcing Gyokeres and all this stuff. It's Emil Smith-Rowe's birthday, so happy birthday to him. On this day in 2002. Oh, bloody hell. Man, this brings back memories. Seriously, this brings back memories. On this day in 2002, Arsenal completed the signing of the World Cup winner Gilberto Silva from Atletico Mineiro for £4.5 million. Man, that kit looks so good, that O2 kit. Like, if only it was maroon as well, that would have been so nice. Paixão to Marseille. We should have gone Skriniar and told Saliba to walk if he wanted. Oh, Gilberto Silva, man. Gilberto Silva, on this day, 23 years ago, signed for Arsenal. That was the first kit that you ever had. Big up, Pepper, big up. Man, that kit looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. That kit looks nice. But yeah, 2002 settings, man. 2002. Pink Eye claims to be friends with Gilberto Silva. Bloody hell. He's friends with everyone except the common sense, what it feels like. That was the first kit I ever burned. Like, no disrespect in this chat, okay? Like, let's not go to those extents. Yeah, Gilberto, big up, Darren, big up. Yeah, Gilberto Silva, what a guy, what a player. What a guy and what a player. Seriously, nothing regarding Arsenal. So, anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to talk about? People, anything you want to talk about? Regarding Arsenal and everything. Anything you want to talk about? Like serious talk. Let me check quickly. Dauman, Daly, okay. Viktor Gyokeres, Reece Nelson. Oh, bloody hell. Anyone want to see something? Enjoy this one, people. Gilberto Silva was so good that he had, I think I forgot about better 90% of those kids. Oh no, yeah, like, and you know, man, I'm hooked on this Chiara Peachy. Like, chill with your anime stuff. Big up PFC, always hope you're doing good. What do you think? Who do you think is winning La Liga this season? My money is still on Barcelona. My money is still on Barcelona these days. Talk about how Arsenal women helped the England women in the Euros. Well, Arsenal women, Chloe Kelly, Alessia Rousseau, and everything. Caldente even scored against us. Arsenal women basically doing everything. Arsenal women's team is doing, women's players are doing everything. Let's be real. So what do you think of the transfer window so far? It's kind of meh about it all. Like, for me personally, transfer window at the moment is 4.5, maybe 5 out of 10, personally. If we get Eze, it can be pushed up maybe to 6. If we sell about 2 or 3 players, still a 6. I'm not gonna lie, we need some more signings though. Green hair equals Palmeiras. Would be nice, wouldn't that be nice? As he continues recovery from an ACL, definitely that new haircut, a new hair color is gonna help his ACL recovery. You know what? No. I'm not about that life. But yeah, Gabriel Jesus with green hair. Who was excited about that? What else is here? Okay. Now, I'm not saying anything, but does this statement worry you from Mikel Arteta specifically? Is this statement worrying you in general? Only Green, he's gonna see this season. Gyokeres the only great signing so far. Like, Gyokeres is the great one. Zubimendi is the one that is the good one. Still, he could turn out being very good. The rest of them, like rotation and everything, just trying to channel Zorro. Sadly, you can't upload Jesus this window as we kind of back in contention about October. True, but if anyone wants to take a gamble on him, just do it. Please do it. If Palmeiras club owners are looking at this stream, right? Take a punt on him. He's a good player. Best thing since sliced bread, let's be real, and all this stuff. Zubimendi is quite good. Nobody's hating him. Shut up. Hate is too strong of a word to use. Jesus green hair is hinting he's moving to Males alone with obligation, hopefully. Of course it is worrying, but I expect nothing less as long as Arteta stays as a manager. True. I want to show you something. I want to show you something because this is something that really I just thought about in terms of Gabriel Jesus, right? Because this was last summer. Last summer, I made a video about this. It was 1 year and 8 days ago specifically, right? This is a video I made 8 days and 1 year and 8 days ago. And I kid you not, it is a mad one. Seriously, it is a mad one. Robert Marlon was only saying for himself, well, he's hating, I don't care. Oh, you hated him. Oh, I see. No need to hate. No need to hate. Bert is trying to move Jesus, rightly so, because we need to bring in Vlahovic and a free. Oh, Daily Dushan is back again. Now, look at this, right? Because I really want to show you this. This was a video I made, and I kid you not, this was a video I made. When was it? I made this video, yeah, a year ago, as I said. Seriously, because this is, you see the title? Because this is coming from Arsenal themselves. This was a legitimately proven one. Daily Dushan, yeah. Daily Dushan. This was a video, which it's also a very well documented article, by the way. Apparently, Arsenal at the time, that was last year ago, like Arsenal consider Gabriel Jesus being top 5, number 9 in the world. Seriously, that was a thing. That was a thing last year. Like, it's actually insane. I remember that it was a madness back then. Genuinely was a madness back then. Like, it's insane. It genuinely was an insane one. Like, it's actually insane. That was one of those videos that really, really bothered me at the time. Like, top 5, number 9 in the world. Top 5, you know. That was last year. Exactly a year ago, that article regarding Arsenal and Jesus came out. Holy crap. Seriously. Holy goddamn crap. Bro, and even top 100 Brazil national football team. Well, he may be top 100 in the attack, but not like that. Bertie is called. He's trying to get Jesus out. I'm not worried. Big up Jack Reacher. Big up Jack Reacher. Hopefully he gets him out. Like and subscribe, people, as well, by the way. If you could do me a favor, takes a second, drop a like and everything. Look at this rubbish. They actually tell Jesus is the top 5 in the world. Yes, they did. I wonder, is there still that article? Right? Is there that article still? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember where I saw it. Wait, let me go check. Wait, I might find it. I might genuinely find it. Could you not? I might find it. Give me a second here, because I actually might find it, because it's gonna be a mad one. Arsenal consider having Arteta as manager is a good idea. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Did you hear what Christian said, that he's predicting Liverpool to finish 4th? Oh my days. Finishing 4th. Oh, they even talking like those swear kids, top 5 strikers in the world. Smash the likes, people. Subscribe if you haven't already. Listen to AFC always, people. Roddy even scored 10 league goals. Exactly. I don't have Mbappe in top 5 strikers, but he's very far ahead of Jesus. Exactly. Mbappe last 5 years was that Christian, you know. Okay. No thanks. Now, Here it is. Here it is. It's according to, well, you all guessed it. Guess where this link is coming from, first things first. It was according to football.london, by the way, the most trustworthy source in the world. Seriously, it was the most trustworthy source in the world. Football.london, right? Jesus has sent a clear warning message to Premier League rivals Liverpool and Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus has warned Premier League rivals that Arsenal are coming this season as they aim to end their 21-year trophy drought. That 21 years without the league. That was last year, by the way. That was last year. July, where is it? See, July 19th, 2024. Seriously. The 22 said, yeah, there was this. Gabriel Jesus has warned them. The Gunners have finished runners-up to Man City in the last two campaigns, but Mikel Arteta will be hoping that 25 is the year the Premier League trophy finally returns to the Emirates. One man who knows that it takes to win the English top flight is Jesus, who's been tasked with spearheading Arsenal's pursuit of glory since swapping Etihad for North London 2 years ago. The Brazilian post was endorsed by former Real Madrid forward two-time Ronaldo Ronaldo, have left emojis under Jesus. Following the second place finish Premier League last time out, Arsenal have added David Raya to their ranks and everything. Serious talk. This is the stuff they put out. Wait. Oh, here we go. This, oh my God, I found it, people. I found it. I found it. If I only can find it in the tweets, Gabriel. You trust me, you're not gonna believe this. Gabriel Jesus is top 5 number 9. If I could just find it on top of all that, because it might be a deleted tweet right now. Seriously, it might be a deleted tweet. But yeah, I can show you it here. Okay, I'm going to show you like this. Hopefully you can see it, because here it is. Obviously, you won't be able to see it like that. Wait, give me a sec. Here we go. Can you see that? Basically, people within Arsenal, here it says that people within the Arsenal squad think Gabriel Jesus is a top 5 number 9 in the world at his best. That's how highly they rate him. That is according to Charles Watts on YouTube. Charles Watts on YouTube. Seriously. People within the Arsenal. Serious talk. Oh my God, it went up, did a bit of a mazza there. Serious talk. Like, it's actually insane. It's actually insane that it's happening. How is this a thing? How did, yeah, here we go. Here's the tweet. I found the tweet. This is the stuff I wanted to show you. Took a while, but we got there, people. This is the tweet. Here we go. Now we can talk about this. Now we can look at this in general. Liverpool are 2-1 to win Premier League. Exactly. I'm so damaged with this Jesus thing. Never wanted this player. I've had to suffer people pretending he's going to become good. When is this? This was last year. Jesus was shitpost city. He had purple patch. Exactly. Mad, we didn't sign Hato and Quora and let Barn get Elisa. Yeah. Big up Richard. No, that's the biggest catch of the summer is in the bag. We got to turn guns towards Eze. Big up. We need to get Eze 100%. We should let Jesus go if offer comes 100%. We should let Jesus go if any offer comes. In fact, until Jesus recovers from ACL, we kind of might not let him go. First City, second Pool, third Chelsea, fourth Arsenal is my prediction for Prem. Big up to you, Pepper. But yeah, this was a tweet they put out last year. It came out, see? July 19th, 2024. Last year. Exactly a year ago. People think within Arsenal squad that Gabriel Jesus is a top 5 number 9 in the world at his best. That's how highly they rate him. Like, it is insane even if you think about it. It's actually kind of insane if you think about it. Well, obviously would not suggest thinking about it, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. Isn't that even a striker? He's a winger, exactly, and still ain't never put double figure. He has put double figures. He has, but, well, not for. But that's a different story. He has put double figures. You cannot chat stuff like that if you genuinely just don't know. But yeah. Oh, you don't believe me, man. I can tell. You that, for fuck's sake. Here it is, 22-23 season, 11 goals, 6 assists, double-digit goals. Here it is. And that's at Arsenal as well. If we put Man City, 14 goals, 7 assists, 13 goals, 3 assists, 8 goals, 8 assists, 9 goals, 4 assists. So kind of... I don't care if Jesus left on a free, get him off the wage bill. Fact. Or that definitely can happen. Exactly. Jesus has done it. Jesus has done it. Exactly. I'm telling you, like, stats, knowledge, all that stuff. But yeah, people, I think on that note, I'm going to end today's stream because I want to chill, I want to relax. Tomorrow I have a very, very, to be honest, heavy day. Must go and talk to some lawyers and all that stuff. So some legal things to sort out and everything. They caught me. Top Gooners have sued me, basically. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Just need to sort out some house and home stuff, sign some documents, basically, in terms of ownership and all this stuff. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do me the favor, like the stream, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you all tomorrow as well. Hopefully tomorrow brings some more news in terms of Arsenal. Backing this, Kroenke out, Arteta out, all that good stuff, of course. But for today, I'm going to be signing off. So have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Hope you have a genuinely great day tomorrow. No issues. Hopefully Arsenal do something in terms of being nice to us. But for today, I'm going to go. I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. And hopefully you're going to do the same. So take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Peace.